You're listening to a Loot Dummies podcast, LOOTdummies.com. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, a weekly podcast following a group of friends as they battle across a homebrewed world called Antiriath in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Step into the mystical world of Antiriath and follow as our party adventures across the lands. Talik Grug, half-orc fighter-sorcerer from the wretched valleys of Mek'Zim, played by Taylor. Alirlock Bloodhair, Harengon cleric, whose fate seems determined by luck itself, played by Joey. Pomerel the Gatekeeper, Summer Eladrin paladin from the Feywild city of Solaria, played by Seth. And Bodyknock Greenleaf, the halfling rogue with a penchant for taking things that don't belong to him, played by Josh. And last but not least, the creator of our beautiful world, the man of many voices, and our dungeon master, Sam. And welcome back, everyone, to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, the podcast.
I'm good to start, but I am watching the temperature thing on my Bluetooth thermometer for the stuffed peppers that are in the oven.
Little chilerianos.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are they chileriano style, or are they like bell peppers with like
open bell
stuffing
peppers
and
stuffed
stuff?
with cheese and meat and
Yeah,
veggies
and like
and
rice
stuff.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love that. I've not had that in forever.
Oh yeah, that's like a comfort food.
It's
Yeah,
at
it is.
143 degrees. We're going for 160.
My wife just hopped on her e-bike to go catch him on.
To go catch Pokemon? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Late night
That's amazing.
Pokemanin'.
This recap is going to be thick.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I think I'm ready for a thick recap.
girthy.
Extra thick.
Oh boy.
Girth Master.
So, in the previous session, on the 13th of Frost at 7 a.m., the party's having breakfast at the Greenwater Inn, where someone named Elise comes in, sent from Father Therm, and says the King Regent will see us tomorrow. The party goes about getting some food and drink for breakfast from Spit Bibley, the Frogman Barkeep. Pomerel goes over to the drunken Thomas and pumps some HP into him, snapping him awake and giving him some confusion. With a little more HP, he is fired up and ready to go, like the EpiPen sandwiches he had when he wakes up in the morning.
Yes, exactly what I was saying.
Thomas exits the inn and Pomerel follows. Talik starts talking to Spit about the mood of Pokerit and why it seems a little down. Spit downplays it to caution and wariness about, their proximity to Mek'Zim and the fuck-off forest that we just came through, sending stuff out of it and whatnot, but Talik is unconvinced by this explanation. Talik then asks Spit a little bit more about Father Therm, to which point Spit shares that Therm is very powerful in Pokerit and helps care for and protect the townsfolk. Spit clarifies that Pokerit suffers from raids and danger, and Father Therm helps with all that. And he also says there are strange animals like Revenge and Jeffrey, and Bodyknock takes some offense to that. At which point we switch over to Pomerel following Thomas, but Thomas tries to shake him, going around corners at a rapid pace. Pomerel speeds up. They turn through some alleyways into a big crowd as Thomas dips onto the back of a carriage, but Pomerel sees him and snatches him off the carriage. We hop over to Alirlock, who has left the Greenwater Inn and traveled over to the nearest shop, where he wants to purchase some things from Erickson's general store. Everybody that's out and about notices many soldiers around Pokerit with purple and black armor with the Pokerit emblem bird on their armor. So Alirlock and Bodyknock set off to Erickson's general store. Once they get there, Alirlock goes in and it is musty and it's just full of stuff.
Eric's a square.
Do y'all want to hear my notes on Eric Erickson?
Yes.
Eric Erickson IV runs the store. He isn't very handsome, or charming, or smart, but he's sturdy and stable and friendly. And he has all kinds of stuff.
That's
Epic.
amazing.
So at this point, Body Knock, dejected that he can't get a grenade, leaves the store and travels over to a little... I never figured out what it was. My notes literally say, Body Knock sees a sign for Gil's Shade in a little cart, and Seth lost the plot completely.
Yeah, that's what I remember. It was a card.
Perfect.
Like out nowhere.
It was like a con man magician in a trailer, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, no, he's a reputable businessman. What are you talking about?
So
Right.
Alirlock gets the mortar and pestle and asks for some fortune-telling cards or runes, and Eric admonishes him and sends him out to Gil's Shade. At this time, Alirlock settles up with Eric for all the things that he's purchasing, and we get over to Body Knock, who has entered into Gil's cart, and there's a massive table inside. Gil is wearing a large black ornate robe. The cart is full of things. It's kind of hippie meets fortune teller bus kind of vibe.
Oh yeah.
Fucking nailed it.
Gil offers to tell his fortune, and Body Knock scoffs but accepts. Gil does some domino things and has Body Knock flip some of the domino things over. At this point, Gil says that Body Knock holds others' life in his hands and he can choose to end them. So Body Knock asks for some weed and they smoke it up. Body Knock and Gil converse as Body Knock dips out and tells Alirlock to be careful with Gil. As Alirlock enters Gil's Shade, Gil offers to read Alirlock's fortune. He tells Alirlock he is sorry for his loss of sibling. Alirlock questions Gil, but Gil spouts spiritual mumbo jumbo about the spirit of his sister, telling him about hope. At which point, Alirlock is forced to settle up his tab and Body Knock's tab because Body Knock slipped out without paying. Alirlock then notices or requests
behavior.
purchase a set of the runestones. As Alirlock has completed his shopping, he then sees an epic ornate bowl encrusted with gems back behind Gil. Gil reveals that this is a diviner's bowl worth 1,500 gold. So Alirlock then tries to offload Thane Udvinnik's axe head, but Gil's not interested. Body Knock says that he will get Alirlock the bowl after Alirlock leaves the cart. Gil offers Alirlock 25 gold piece worth of special mushroom powder, and Alirlock purchases this and then leaves. At this point, we skip back over to Pomerel, who has Thomas by the collar and is shaking him and talking to him in the middle of the street. But he eventually puts him down and asks to go with Thomas because he needs to do, quote, regular thing. Thomas says to not use his name and instead goes by a jumbled up B word that, fuck it, I don't know. Borm Cheeks. I'm going to call him Borm Cheeks because I don't fucking know.
Pomerel Lewis cover.
I've got it right here. Bormel. Bormel.
So Thomas and Pomerel enter this shady alleyway. And Thomas a burlap sack with a square item, and he hands over what appears to be a sack of gold to them. Pomerel and Thomas exit. As Pomerel collects his sword, they go down an alley, and Thomas whistles open a secret door into a non-Euclidean space in the walls. And at this point, Thomas swaps out the burlap sack. Thomas and Pomerel back on the street, and Thomas explains that he is a harper operating in secret within Pokerid
That's right.
and is infiltrating the criminal organization, the Zentarum. Pomerel then uses his divine sense and determines Thomas is wholly good. Wholly with a W. Thomas prepares another fake drop-off, and 3 men in an alley are being pretty sketchy towards him. He hands over the package, and the men open it, and it's a package containing gems and coins. Then 3 more men arrive behind the duo, blocking the exit, as they begin to accuse Thomas that he is not Bormel, at which point a 7th man appears and has a bound woman that Thomas clearly cares for.
Jenneth. Her name is Jenneth.
I thought you said that. But I hated it, so I moved
You're
on.
so offended by these names.
So the men are clearly
Well, that's
threatening Thomas and his wife. Pomerel attempts to intimidate the entire group but has shit dice luck, and they do not back down. At which point, the GM declared rolling for initiative, and
we called it a night there. Yeah.
That was
detailed. I like it.
And I left a
Beautiful.
lot of words out verbally that are on the paper.
I feel bad for your hand.
Me too.
Okay, so
Beautiful work.
I think we should just jump straight in to
Let's jump.
this little solo combat situation that Seth has gotten himself into.
Yeah, I want to watch him.
I want to watch him. Everybody's summoned to this board, so you should be able to double click on his face on the left. Yeah. Seth, go ahead and roll up initiative.
I hope Thomas Bormel can fight. He said he's a Harper, so there.
Thomas Bormel.
Oh, 13.
All I know about the Harpers are from the D&D movie.
And Baldur's Gate. We found
And Baldur's Gate.
found some Harper stashes. And we killed a bunch of Harpers.
Jahir is a Harper, right?
She helps them, yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting turn order. Okay. So, so you threaten them, and the guy, the leader that y'all have been talking to, kind of takes a step back, and he's just like, fuck them up, boys. And actually the person with the highest initiative is one of the ones behind you. And so he comes running in. Ooh. And he's actually going to target you. So he runs in and he goes to take a swing at you with an ugly old scimitar. Don't think that'll be a hit. Nah, that's a 14 to hit.
There's like what, 6 in there?
7, including the one that has.
Yeah, let me take that back. He does not attack you with the scimitar. He attacks you with a sap, like a long
stick,
like a billy club.
Okay, well he misses.
He misses, yeah, he definitely misses. And then the one next to him jumps over the little box and tries to hit you with a big stick as well. Ooh, yeah, well that's like an 8 to hit, so that's definitely a miss. And then the last one before Thomas runs in behind you. So it's like a freaking Matrix movie. These guys run in and attack you. That one went on the floor. Hold on. Okay, got it.
On the floor.
9 to hit. Okay, so those are all horrible misses. So it is Thomas's turn next. And Thomas takes off running towards Jenneth and kind of like launches his foot off of the step here and goes to tackle the guy holding Jenneth. Okay. So he does not knock the guy down, but he does like slam into him, and Jenneth kind of falls off to the side. Actually, she's gonna fall down prone. So she kind of like falls to the side, and he's like grappled with this guy. But that is his whole turn. Pomerel, it is back to you. You got 3 of them right on top of you. 1 more blocking your exit, and then obviously the boss hasn't acted yet in front of you. Oh wait, hold on. There were a couple opportunity attacks on him once he ran by that I just want to... Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so which one is the boss?
This guy here. With the... he's got the orc mini.
That guy there?
Yeah, he's a human, but the orc mini here looks a little more badass.
So Pomerel is just going to say, gentlemen, I'm pretty sure that I'm not supposed to do this, but oh well. And then he just smiles really, really big as he then moves. He draws his sword. Using a bonus action, he lights it on fire. So he calls out an elven command word as his sword bursts into flames. He then ignores the flailing of the 3 around him and strides purposefully towards the boss.
Okay, hold on. So it was... Oh my god, those are both misses. Third one, also a miss. I'm rolling garbage.
They're weenies.
Well, they're weenies, but I haven't rolled above a 10.
So Pomerel walks up to this bozo and raises his sword and just brings it down in a just soaring, scorching strike.
Oh god.
Oh, 11 to hit.
Mine is
11 misses. This guy's actually, you see as you're swinging down that he's got like a big like cloak on, but he's actually got armor underneath it.
And so Pomerel immediately swings back the other direction. Oh, 19. Fuck.
Okay.
26 to hit.
All right.
Okay, so at this point, we're going to fucking
God.
do a level 2 smite. So we're going to do the sword damage, which is 1d8, 3 fire damage. So, okay, so there's 8 damage there. And then we'll do the fire damage that will follow that. That will be an additional 11 damage. And then improved divine smite will trigger, doing another 7 radiant damage to him.
Good on that one.
And then we'll do some more radiant damage
What? From what?
with the actual
Oh, flaming sword. Okay.
actual smite. No, this is the actual smite.
Oh, the 11 is the flaming sword. Wow, that's a good roll
Yeah.
too. God, you're rolling rocks on the
And
damage.
this will be a 20 on the
You rolled
Divine smite.
rocks
2 8s,
on
2
that.
8s.
2 8s and a 7 and a 4 on your D8s. A 5 and a 6 on your D6. That's crazy.
Yeah, so in total it'll be like 31, 38, like 46 damage.
So the first hit, you kind of like glance across his chest, and like it cuts through his clothes, and you see kind of the armor, and he kind of sneers at you,
There you go.
and then you backhand up, and you hit him right in the chest again this time, but this time you blast him backwards onto his ass, just knocking the lights out of him. Hold on a sec.
Pomerel at this point just looks over his left shoulder back at the 4 that are still behind him and then says something along the lines of, "Gentlemen, I give you one more chance. Flee or meet your maker today." And
So
then-
that's what I was already rolling, is what I was saying hold on for. And yeah, they all
Epic.
fail their checks this time. And so they all like do that thing like they do in a cartoon where they're like stumbling over each other trying to run away. They're like, let's get the hell out of here. Even the guy that was like grappling that guy like pushes off of Thomas and runs, like jumps off of the little ledge that he was standing up on off the other way. And we are actually out of combat. Just like that. One
yeah.
Go.
Way to go.
strike.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
You see Thomas is already down, like picking up Jenneth, and be like, "My dear, are you all right?" And he like is untying her bonds, and she's like, I'm okay, just got a little bruised." He's like, "Oh, good." And about that time, he kind of like winces and groans. He's like, "Ugh." She's like, What's the matter?" You look down, Seth, and you see that there's a small dagger lodged in his side. When he had run by, the leader guy had taken an opportunity attack and stabbed him with this dagger, and he pulls it out, and you can see, even with blood all over it, that there's a sheen of some oily substance coating it as well. And he's just like, "Oh, no, I'll be all right. It's fine. It didn't go that deep."
Pomerel leaps up next to his new friend and snatches the dagger out of his hand and examines it more closely and tries to identify if he can tell if it's poisoned or not.
Yeah, make me a oh man, any kind of intelligence check. I actually don't have the sheet in front of me.
Medicine, maybe?
Oh, is there medicine? Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, medicine, absolutely.
Gross. 4.
You're not sure, but about that time he collapses onto the ground. There's not much blood coming out of him. You're not sure what it is, but it seems like that's most likely the case.
Okay, so at this point, Pomerel immediately reaches down and grabs on to the wound, squeezing it, trying to shock Thomas and keep him awake. And he pumps 10 lay on hands pool of HP into him, 5 of which can cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Oh, sick.
Okay, so are you using 5 of it to neutralize poison?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you pump it into him, and he was actually like kind of closing his eyes, leaning down, and Jenneth was starting to panic. She's like, "Wait, hold on, you're fine. Stay awake, Thomas." And when you do that, he kind of, oh God, and he looks up at you, and then you do the pump, and he's like, Oh, wow, that's the stuff. Oh God. Oh, so that was the drink that I was getting this morning, huh? God, guess I deserved that. Oh, and he kind of sits up a little bit. He's like, "Well, friend, I'm not sure who you are, stranger, but I'm grateful I've got to know you."
Oh, my apologies. I thought we were introduced. I am Pomerel the Gatekeeper.
What gate do you keep?
It's a far off land. Tis a silly place.
Well, I don't know about a silly place, but Pomerel, this is my fiancée, Jenneth.
Oh, well, nice to make your acquaintance, my lady. And Pomerel stands up and does a proper royal court bow.
Oh, she like stands up and like brushes off her dress and like does a little courtesy bow back. She's like, "Oh, nice to make your acquaintance as well." About this time, Thomas is kind of raising up. He's feeling better. He's like, "Well, I guess my cover's blown. Jenneth, I'm so sorry. I never meant to get you involved in all this." She's like, "Oh, it's all right. It's all right." Like, well, you've always been talking about how you want to go someplace warmer. Well, you say we get the hell out of here. Go catch a boat for the coast. She's like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Well, it's not safe for us to stay here anymore. Let's elope."
Pomerel immediately, as soon as they finish that, before either one of them can say anything else, Pomerel says, "Well, until next time," and just turns them, just starts walking.
And they don't even say anything. They just like stare at you as you walk away. Okay. So we're going to get to Body Knock's scheme momentarily. But real quick, I want to give Taylor a chance. What is Talik up to during all this?
Is there anybody that's come into the tavern of note or anything? I think I'm still just hanging out at the bar. I'm eating and drinking.
It's been like eerily dead. Spit Bibley has actually been chatting with you a bit. He seems pretty pleased to have the company. He's actually asked you to like, "I need to go feed the horses and do this, that, or the other," and he's kind of had you follow him around, if you will, and just chat your ear off. And if you want to stay, he goes and does his chores and comes back in and talks to you and stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm just hanging with Spit.
Okay, yeah, Spit is more than happy to have the company.
Talik's in recovery. He's enjoying his R&R.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of the time.
His experience.
All right. Well, Joey, Josh, we will flip back to you outside of the Gills Shade cart.
So yeah, I'm gonna come back and steal that bowl tonight.
Just in the middle of the evening.
Yeah, after this guy closes and goes home, I'm gonna come get that bowl.
All right.
So yeah,
Do you need anything from me?
you can keep a lookout, probably. Yeah.
Just be a little ways down the street. Then.
Yeah, and you just does your species make any like loud sounds of any sort? Can you just yell, maybe?
You know, it's quite the way to ask that. Yeah, I can yell.
Your species.
It's just a novelty for me. It's a little halfling from the country.
I'll
But,
give you one. All right. Yeah. Sure.
All right, cool. Sam, is there anywhere like I can see? Does he have like hours of operation posted anywhere around here?
As a matter of fact, on his little sign out front, it does have hours. Unsavourily late hours.
I can
It
imagine.
says that he starts at like 6 p.m. and goes till midnight.
Mm-hmm.
You do notice that it is earlier in the day than that right now, and he was open, which is interesting.
When we were in there, did it look like he lived in there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you notice there was a little door behind him,
Okay.
and you can just look at the cut of this building and get the layout.
That's gonna make things a little more difficult.
Yeah, there's a little door behind it, and he's got like a little bed set up back there.
What time is it right now?
Right now, it's like midday.
Midday. Okay.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's probably before lunch.
Additional logistics question: how far roughly is this place from where we're staying?
Not too far. Seth went on like an hour walk, like a couple miles around in all their run-ins, but this was only like a little over a mile from where you guys started. So like a 20-minute walk or whatever.
Jeffrey can make that in no time. So I've got a getaway dog. Check on that.
Gotta get away, dog.
I've
Check
got
it
a
off your
lookout.
list.
I've got a lookout rabbit.
Oh, his perception is off the charts. He is a great lookout.
See, perfect. And he can just like I see when I was asking, I wasn't trying to be racist, but like some rabbits like to like thump the ground with their little rabbit foot really hard when there's danger around. I didn't know if that's what you were into.
Oh, a little more than your average rabbit, all right?
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
Listen to over here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to I guess I'll go back to sit at the bar with Taylor and the
Oh,
frog,
good. Please.
Pollock and the
Yes.
frog.
Come get me.
Come get me, baby.
I want to tell him about my scheme and obviously have to wait for nightfall and kind of cook it up a little better.
Okay, so you go back to the Greenwater Inn. Alirlock, are you going back with him? What?
Yes.
do you wanna do
I'm
some
gonna
more
just
stuff?
leave you to your devices if you need to shop or anything some more.
I'm complete as far as my shopping ventures go.
It's just
So I
that
will
bowl.
also return.
Just needs that fucking bowl, man.
I'm gonna get that bowl.
I see him come through the door. I'm like, you son of a bitches. You left me here with spit. He's been trying to get me drunk.
It appears he succeeded, pal.
Yeah, well, he had help.
It's like noon, I think.
Yeah, it's like noon. Sorry,
Oh,
he's drunk. as
I
hell.
love day drinking.
Yeah.
Where y'all been?
It was down at the local magicians.
Doing a little shopping.
Magician. Did y'all buy me anything?
Yeah, actually, and I take out my one of the mushrooms that I purchased from Eric Erickson.
Oh, you're gonna get him real fucked up.
Nice. No. These are.
Oh, is this?
You
is
seem
this
to have
like?
a thing for mushrooms, early on in our adventures, and
Well, yeah,
It's all about you.
those were magic cave mushrooms, though. Are these?
I just want to see what you think of these.
Or is this just a snack? And I pop it in my mouth.
Oh my gosh! Roll me a insight check, Taylor.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell at Mr. Bibley to get me a beer and some more sausages.
He heard y'all come through, so he's already in, excited to take your order.
12 insight.
Alirlock, what's your bonus on deception?
1.
+1. Okay. You look at it, you pop it in your mouth, and you chew it a little bit, and your eye on Alirlock. He's got just like, I imagine like a little whisker twitches just a little bit, and he's fucking with you.
Oh,
They're just normal mushrooms.
it tastes good. Thanks, man.
Of course, no problem.
And all the commotion of the mushroom shenanigans, Pomerel comes flipping in the door. Is there like a side door or anything?
Yeah, there's definitely like several back entrances into like the kitchen area and stuff. Yeah, Spit doesn't actually leave anything locked up, so you could definitely come at a back entrance.
Pomerel just comes in the kitchen, grabs himself a hunk of bread, and then just comes out and stands behind the counter. He's just watching the guys play with their mushrooms and gnawing on his bread.
don't
Spit was
think
in
we're
the kitchen
doing
when
that.
you came through, getting Body Knock's lunch ready, and he just like watches you the whole time. He doesn't like make a face or anything. He just watches you while he's prepping stuff as you walk through the kitchen. His head just follows you, but he doesn't say anything. Oh man! All right, so y'all are all back in the Greenwater Inn. Why don't y'all give me your scheme? I want to know this schemey scheme.
I guess since we're all here, I'll explain. Our boy
Yeah.
here, Alirlock, wanted a bowl that he was getting squeezed for by this con man down the road. So I want to go back tonight and get the bowl for him.
Yeah.
I'm open to strategic ideas, but I pretty much have a cloak of invisibility and a dog that can run fairly fast. So figured I'd wait until this cat goes to sleep, pick the lock, go stealthy, take the bowl, ride Jeffrey back.
Yeah. I like it. What am I going to do?
You could, I don't know, hang out with Alirlock as a lookout and and kill any guards that might show up if something happens.
Yeah. Now we're talking. And what about Pomerel?
It's up to him if he wants to get involved. He's welcome to.
Don't let him talk.
Okay.
We'll blow our cover.
So I've set this box of gems and gold coins on the counter. I don't know. I whacked a guy with my sword and he dropped this and I picked it
Ooh.
up.
Let's open it. I love a good box.
Pomerel, out of curiosity, do you have any spells that can like make people go to sleep?
Oh, yeah, I can make him go to sleep. I can't make him wake up, really, but I can make him go to sleep for a long time.
I don't want to kill the guy.
Oh,
Oh, I know what I can do. I'll cast message on you and we can talk to each other
Oh, good call.
through our minds. Well, you have to whisper, but that way if something weird happens in there, we can come busting in.
Cool.
wait, what are y'all doing?
Oh, he's gonna steal something. A bowl.
Yeah, for
bowl?
Learlock. Yeah, a special bowl that Learlock wants that this guy's gouged him on. And dude's a sleazeball anyway.
It's a really special bowl.
And it's a bad guy.
Pomerel's holding one of the like wooden bowls that was under the counter, and he's like, "Oh, never mind." He puts it back. He's like, "A bad guy, huh? I can blind him."
What's in this box? I want to look in this box.
Oh yeah, it's the box.
So there's no lock on it. You can just open the box.
What's in the box?
Pomerel, you saw it last week, so it's no surprise to you. You open it, and it's full of coins and gems, fairly neatly organized in little like dividers inside of the box.
Can we tell how much of everything?
You can make me an insight check though.
Who?
Anybody who's looking at them or touches a gem or
3. Pomerel's got no fucking clue. They're shiny.
11.
I like the bluish one.
Body Knot, come look at this stuff. This is your thing. Come look at this treasure.
Yeah, I of course like shiny things, so I'm already looking at him. I rolled a 21.
Okay, so you pick one up and immediately know to do a bite test on it, and you do, and it's not real.
It's a sausage.
Yeah, it's not a sausage. It's a clay coin that you bite. You take one of the gems and like smash it on the table and just shatters. It's a glass gem.
Ooh, somebody got scammed.
It's all fake.
I found it on the ground after I hit the guy with my sword.
Where have you been?
Leech used to scam people with this type of nonsense back in the day.
I was out there, walking around with Bormel.
No, you followed that drunk guy out.
Bormel.
Yeah, Bormel.
Bormel. Okay.
Chili guy?
All right.
He's some kind of harpist, and there was some Zinniams that were trying to kill his wife, and it was exciting.
Huh.
Y'all will never know the story of what the hell happened out there.
Interesting.
Oh, that's great.
Zentarum. Do you know what a Zentarum is, Talik?
Do I know what a Zentarum is?
Bodyknock doesn't even have to roll. Anybody else would have to roll a history to know.
Ooh.
But Bodyknock definitely knows who the Zentarum are without even rolling.
I rolled a 7 anyways.
7 doesn't know. The Zentarum are a basically global organization of tradesmen and merchants that will deal in less than approved means, methods, and goods.
Yeah.
So there's a very good chance that Bodyknock has used them as a fence at some point.
Word.
Morally, they're pretty bad. They're not considered to be good dudes.
Yeah, they're kind of just, less than savory guys that, you have to run business through in my realm of the world sometimes.
You're from a different realm too?
No, well, not that way, buddy.
Oh. Well,
Poor Pomerel. He's so
regardless,
confused.
there was a bunch of them. I mean, there was like a whole bunch of them. We were in this alleyway, and then the Bormel guy, I can't tell you his real name. The Bormel guy and the woman, and then he got stabbed by a poison dagger, and then I whacked one down with my sword, and then the rest of them they all ran away from me, and I didn't get to play with it anymore. So I took this box, but I just like the colors.
So I'm guessing, Sam, these are counterfeits on purpose.
They are definitely counterfeit. So I don't know if you guys recall from last session, but y'all went to a Zentarum hideout, picked something up, went to a different place where Thomas was very welcome, swapped it out for a seeming duplicate, and then tried to deliver the duplicate and got found out at the Zentarums.
Yes, I remember that, but Pomerel doesn't go into that detail to his party.
Yeah.
That part means nothing to him.
The details of double agent espionage are not important to Pomerel.
Yeah, he's like, Talik, I was so disappointed you weren't there. We might could have fought all of them, but since I was by myself, they felt bad or something and they ran away.
Sounds like you kicked some ass.
I was disappointed. You would have loved it.
Did you do the fiery sword thing?
I did the fiery sword thing. Yes, I did.
Oh.
I did. And then I even pumped some into the Bormar guy.
You haven't pumped me in so long, Pommy.
So, Alairlock, you're robbing a poor merchant of his bowl.
I am just a simple lookout, good sir.
Are you gonna do the foot thumping thing?
Hey, that's racist.
You could put something there.
Clearlock stays silent.
Oh my.
Rabbits, they thump on the ground really loud. Yeah, can you do that?
That's a rabbit. I'm not a rabbit.
Pomerel drops his bread and his jaw drops and his eyes get wide and he looks at Alairlock and he turns his head. He says, "You're not?
Oh, I'm a Harengon.
Oh.
About this time, Spit Bibbly comes out. He's like, "Yeah, I'm used to it too. Sounds like even friends get confused every now and then." He plops down a big old bowl of sausages for Body Knock, a salad for Alairlock, and hands him a salad. He's like, I figured this is what you'd want, right?"
That's what you just assumed, right?
While we're just being woefully racist, even Spit Bibbly can't help
Thanks,
himself.
Bibley.
I want to flip around as Spit walks by. I want to grab him and scoop him up like a baby.
Oh God, you're so drunk. He says, "Whoa, now, oh man!" In the chaos of it all, his fingers wrap around your head and they stick to your face, and his other ones stick to your arm. He has very sticky fingers. He's a
I'm like,
trooper.
whoa! I start laughing and fall over.
Oh God!
All right, tell us about this plan. Let's go steal something.
Okay, so yeah, anything y'all want to do in the afternoon? Y'all want to fast forward to nighttime?
I'm good to fast forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his sign said it closes at midnight.
So he's probably not in bed till, like, I'm guessing, to be safe, 2 a.m. I'd like him to be asleep. We can kill him if you guys want, but it seems just a little unnecessary, I guess.
No, I mean, unless he, does something, and then, yeah, we can kill him.
Over the course of the afternoon, Pomerel is very curious and he keeps asking questions. He's like, "Okay, so you want a bowl, a special bowl. Why is the bowl special?"
I don't know. You'll have to ask Clearlock. Somebody gave me the opportunity to steal something. I'm going for it.
Alairlock, why is the bowl special?
Would you like a feast, Pomerel?
A feast? Whose honor?
It would be a feast beyond what you could imagine.
Wow.
Unlimited sausages, even?
Not unlimited. No, this is it.
Beyond what you imagine, but not unlimited.
Unlimited
sausages.
sausages. So
One evening, all of us could eat like kings and queens.
Oh, yes, I want this. Get the bowl.
you're edging,
It
Talik.
needs to be under very important circumstances upon which we eat.
Out of the bowl? Do we all eat out of the bowl?
You will be granted boons upon completing the said feast.
Boons.
What
It's-
is this bowl?
It's magic.
Yeah,
Boons.
yes, but what is it?
The bowl?
Yes.
believe the gentleman referred to it as a diviner's bowl.
Does Pomerel have any idea what a diviner's bowl is?
You know, make me
Body
an
knock
Arcana.
smells like he smoked a diviner's bowl.
12 plus 0.
12.
That guy had really shitty weed. Don't worry about that.
You're not sure exactly. I mean, you know about like divining and stuff, so you assume it's some sort of fortune-telling device or clairvoyancy tool, but you're not exactly sure the details. This particular device you've never heard of.
Very well, Buddy Knock. What would you like me to do?
Oh, he's got weed.
Well,
Steal that while you're there.
planned on it, buddy.
You just hang with me, Pomerel. We're the muscle, in case things go bad.
And the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I'm the walkie-talkie. You can do that sword thing.
Hey, Alirlock, how's your stealth?
My what?
Stealth.
I'm an elf.
No, Alirlock. Not you, Pomerel. Alirlock. You guys have been drinking too much with this frog.
Not very stealthy, but in a pinch, it could possibly work.
I might want you, we might change the plan to where you go in with me, just so I don't grab the wrong bowl.
I don't think it can be mistaken for another bowl. The bowl is very ornate. He's got a bunch of objects held in the bowl. In the bowl, there's like a layer of black liquid in the bottom of the bowl. You would be hard pressed to mistake it for another.
Fair enough. Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to go in there a couple hours after he closes. Then when I do it, I'm going to wait around on the outside and kind of see when the lights start going off if I can.
What time about are you going to head that direction?
Yeah, a little bit after midnight.
A little bit after midnight? Okay. So you guys head that way a little bit after midnight, and sure enough, when you get there, there's still some lights on outside of the building, and you kind of slink around out there for a while. You see some movement inside. You see kind of a figure move back and forth, and eventually, around 1 a.m., you see the candles start to snuff out from the front to the back, and the back room is the only one with some candles in it. And then all of a sudden you like turn away for a split second and you look back. The entire cart has disappeared. Where it was, there's a huge boulder sitting there.
Well,
What do you see? I cast message.
it looks like the building just turned into a big rock.
Oh, okay. Pomerel, the building turned into a rock.
Wait, hold on. Y'all give me your locations. Give me your stations. Where you guys at?
I'm 120 feet away, hiding behind a ledge. I cast message on him before he went in. I assume Pomerel was with me.
Yeah, he's hiding behind you, looking over your shoulder.
Do I know what's up with this at all?
It definitely seems bizarre. From this distance, I mean, it literally just looks like a rock. It looks like there's a giant rock where it used to be. The sign is sitting in front of the
Some
rock.
sort of magic shield or some shit he has on it.
Yeah, there's a sign sitting in front of the rock that still is floating there.
Okay. Well, that complicates the plan. Yeah, I'm gonna whisper back to Talik and tell him to ask Alirlock or Pomerel if they're familiar with this type of sorcery.
He says the building turned into a rock. You know anything about that?
Rock?
Yeah, it's like a big rock instead of the cart.
What? You're robbing a bowl from a rock?
I looked away for a second and I looked back and yeah, now there's a boulder here. The sign's still up, but it's not a cart anymore.
How close are you?
I mean, I'm not far. How close am I? Say I'm like 40 feet.
Yeah, well, let's put you about 40 feet away.
I'll investigate. I'll walk up further and like, let me roll a stealth. Hold on. Let me get sneaky.
Get up there by the rock.
Okay.
I can't roll a 2. What's my minimum again now? A 9?
No, if you roll a 9 or below, it's a 10.
Okay, so 21.
21. Okay, all right. Yeah, so you're slinking up to this thing. Even the guys that are standing way back, they're like, "Where the fuck did he go? Is he up to it yet? I don't see him." And you get up behind like a little rock, like maybe 15, 20 feet away from it. Make me a perception check at this distance. Oh, that's a reroll. Go ahead, reroll it.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That one.
Oh my
You
gosh.
you
So
refuse
many
to
ones.
roll low.
16.
16 is actually just good enough. You see the rock kind of billow as a breeze blows through and ripple across it.
No, okay.
What do you say?
I'm gonna walk up further and like touch it.
You touch it and it appears to be some sort of cloth.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna like peek under, see if I can get underneath it.
Yeah. You can lift it up. It's not like bolted down or anything. So you lift it up and you slip under, and you're inside of this like tent cloth, and you're up against the building now.
He has like a fake rock car cover.
It reminds me of that scene in Lord of the Rings where they're in front of the Black Gate, Frodo and Sam, and they
Oh,
pull
yeah,
the cloak
yeah.
over themselves, and
Yeah,
they look like a rock.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper back to Taluk that false alarm. It's just a big, rainfly.
Oh, okay. Well, be quiet. Just yell if you need us.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, so you're kind of on the. Man, I wish I knew my ship words better. I believe that you are on the No, you're on the starboard side because you're on the right
Right
side. If it was moving forward.
Do I see any candlelight or anything coming out of any of the windows or anything?
Nope, all the candles seem to be off. It's pretty dark in there. There's weird glows, like kind of nightlight glows. You're imagining from strange magical artifacts that are in there, crystals and shit.
Okay.
There's 2 windows on this side. You saw earlier there's 2 windows on the other side. From scoping it out, one of the windows would lead into like the back, presumably bedroom area. The other window leads into where you did your reading, and then there's a door on the back.
Does the door on the building go into the bedroom area?
No, the door goes like you step through the door and you're sitting at
In the
table
main area.
where you get your fortune told.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to pick the lock of the door.
Okay, so you make your way around to the back, start picking the lock. Make me a sleight of hand check.
So that's a 6, which I can't roll. That's a 10,
God.
21.
Yeah, I mean it's not a very complicated lock. You get it open in just a few seconds, honestly. So reaching, and the door opens towards you. You have to kind of move the curtains to like open it up a little bit, but you open it up here inside, and the room is very still. There's just a little glow of magical artifacts and stuff. You see the bowl sitting up on the tallest shelf.
Okay, so because of, how I be, do I see anything else really cool or of any significant value? Can I roll for that?
Make me a perception check as you kind of scan across the room and see what you see.
So that would be a 15.
I love that you're just like still getting to roll great, even with the
Even with my shit rolls now.
even with shit rolls.
It really matters now when I put my modifiers, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the modifiers are.
it's like
huge
my
because-
sleight of hand is self being plus 11. Like, I get a 21 no matter what.
Yeah, that's insane. So you notice a couple of things. So you notice that there is a hat sitting on one side that seems odd. Definitely kind of stands out to you.
It's like Laszlo's cursed hat, Taylor.
There's some gems and crystals kind of scattered about. You're not sure which ones might be valuable and which ones might not.
Okay.
The most valuable looking thing in here is definitely the bowl with gems lining the whole edge.
Well, I'm going to scoop the hat, grab a handful of gems and shit, and grab the bowl too, and get out of here.
So the second you step in the room, you step onto the plank, and a little like magical ripple emanates out from your foot and kind of like cascades across the floor, and then all of a sudden you hear this sound, this just like
Oh god.
All right, I'm grabbing the bowl and I'm fucking booking it.
you hear fumbling and like by the time you jump out the front door, you hear the back door crash open. You hear somebody kind of fumbling around. You hear a big like knock, like poof, poof, poof. Sounds like maybe you knocked the table or the chair or both over. You slip right out underneath the thing. Make me another stealth check as you dip out.
21.
21. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't know why I asked you to roll. Fumbling and stuff. By the time that he makes it out of the rock tent disguise, you're already just like fully obscured back in the alleys, and you just kind of like walk around a corner behind your buddies. They don't even see you. Just like slip up towards them.
Okay, I'm just gonna tap Learlock and hand him the bowl.
Yeah, actually, Alirlock, what's your passive perception?
22.
22. So Alirlock turns like right as you're about to tap him because he hears you walking up.
There you are.
Here you go, bub.
Oh, well.
From this distance, you see the rock kind of like shaking around and like moving a little bit in all the commotion. You hear the wailing of the siren over there.
Pomerel's just staring at this rock that's flapping around and is just like, the material plane is a strange place.
I'm just going to quickly drop that in the bag of holding real quick.
Okay. Yeah, actually check your... I made an item in D&D Beyond called a Diviner's Bowl that you may add.
Ooh.
That's the century right there, boys.
Yeah, you got caught.
How did I get caught? I'm standing here and I got the bowl.
You set the alarm off.
It's not getting caught.
Well, you know what I mean. Give me back to the end. I didn't get to kill anybody.
That's worse than getting caught.
You guys make your way back to the inn and turn in late after your evening excitements. Yeah, the next morning comes a little too soon. But yeah, the sun rises and Spit actually kind of comes and knocks on y'all's door and be like, "Hey, you guys want some breakfast? Weren't you guys supposed to go meet the king here in a little bit?"
Yes, breakfast.
Yeah, well, we'll come on down. It's getting cold.
Yeah, I make my way downstairs.
Sam.
At breakfast, Pomerel is quizzing Alirlock on what the bowl is for.
It's for a spell. I'm working on it. I don't have it down yet, but we're going to get there. It's going to be great.
Oh, spell, you say?
That's right.
Very well, very well.
So not long after you guys get down and start having your breakfast, there's a brusque knock at the door. A man in black armor with purple markings on it comes through. He's clearly a guard. He's got a spear and stuff. He says, "The king is expecting you. Are you all ready?"
We don't know shit. I didn't do anything. What are you looking at, buddy?
He just like looks at you. He's like, "You requested a meeting with the king this morning. He's ready for you."
Sorry, never mind. Mistook you for another guy.
All right, well, best get going. And yeah, we will go and talk to the king next week. King Dost Marine.
Dost Marine. Sounds good.
Good night.
Night.
Find out what happens to our party next week. Check us out at dndndummies.com. And please leave us a rating and a review on your podcast app. It would mean the world to us.
Have any of y'all watched Devil May Cry yet?
They made a show?
Oh yeah, it looks epic. I haven't got to watch it yet, but it looks
Mm-mm.
very good.
I
And
think I
the
might watch
reviews
it.
are very good. And apparently the score is very good. The sound
Oh,
for
I bet.
What
I
is?
bet it is.
Devil May
Devil May
Cry
Cry.
on Netflix.
Yeah, I saw something about that on Reddit earlier.
Is it animated or is it live action?
Yeah.
Both?
Anime style.
Animated.
Yeah, it's. I think it's like that, like popular style recently, kind of like that Lord of the Rings movie too, the War for the Rohirrim.
I like that style. It's cool
Mm.
looking.
It's a little more, yeah, it kind of reminds me of like an American animation
It's the most
style.
comfortable style to Western audiences, apparently.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It reminds me of like, you know what it reminds me of? That like Atlantis era, like
Yeah.
and
Like,
the Search for El
Early
Dorado.
2000s Disney, like
Yeah, it's very like it's Western,
Treasure
but it's
Planet.
stylized. Yeah, Treasure Planet. Like, yeah, I think it's cool. Iron Giant.
But it's got a little, to me, like the lighting and
It's-
stuff, like
there's-
that War of the Rohirrim. It's almost got a Studio Ghibli kind of look,
That's
mixed with what you're
fair.
saying, like a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's that. I would say that's a really good way to
That's
describe
probably
it.
the heavy outlining, I think.
It's kind of
Mhm.
in between those two.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I've heard it's pretty good, actually. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to watch animated shit. I don't know why. Like, serious animated shit. I can watch, like, funny shit, but I don't know.
I'm kind
Yeah.
of the same. I did enjoy the Vox. We watched Vox Machina, which was the Critical Role show. It was on Prime.
It's very
It's
good.
pretty good. It's pretty damn good, but it's a little funny. It's a little silly.
Like, it's hard for me to watch anything in general.
Well, I like
Right.
Invincible on Amazon Prime.
I've heard that's
It's
good,
super-
too. The animation
It's
of that.
so good.
Yeah.
But like that one, it would literally each episode would be $100 million episode if they try to make it live action because
That's
it's
the
like
cool thing about
Avengers level
animation.
combat.
Right. They can do so much more.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, superheroes just look good animated because they're from comics, where like their costumes are kind of silly.
Invisible's got like that classic superhero animation style.
Yeah, it does. It almost looks like an old Superman movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of Invincible clips and none of the actual show, but I've seen the like famous.
Isn't it
clip
kind of
where
related to like The Boys? Like it's that world?
No.
It's not the same world.
It's
just similar
it's
premise.
so the guy that made The Walking Dead graphic novel also wrote the Invincible.
Oh.
Did he? Okay,
And
I did
so
not.
the storytelling
similar
is
art style
top
to the Walking
tier.
Dead stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
So the storytelling is very good.
Cool.
Yeah, the Superman. Yeah, but it's similar vibe to The Boys, where like the strongest dude is kind of a dick, more than
I
kind
mean-
of a dick.
I get your parallel, but no.
Speaking of fucked up characters,